So, good afternoon. Second year BCom Computer Applications, semester 4, Web Technologies. Second year BCom Computer Applications, semester 4, Web Technologies, Unit 1. Another important essay type question, and important concept is web designing principles. So, what are web designing principles? Means while designing a website or while designing a web page or web application or a real-time application or online application, so there are some rules and regulations to be followed. These rules are generally formed and monitored by international organizations like W3C and other organizations. So, there are some rules and regulations to be followed to design user friendly websites or to design user attractive websites and web pages. So, what are these rules? This is also one of the essay type question, which is compulsory essay type question, which is coming from Unit 1. So, we will discuss about it today. In this PPT we will discuss about it. So, while designing websites and while designing web pages and web applications, some parameters or some points to be observed, like background, which type of background colors are used, or what are their intensity, and what is the background image, where to place this background image, and terminology. We are using different terminology in the design while designing the websites. So, what are the terminology, what explanation about terminologies, and web design principles. So, what are the different principles to be followed, or what are the different rules and regulations to be followed while designing the websites, and files on the web. So, which type of files, or what are the different files placed on a website? Means there are many types of files are used or placed on a website, like picture files, images, graphics, and Word file, Excel file, presentations, and other files, PDFs, like that. And so, all these are the various rules and regulations to be followed while designing the websites. So, in the beginning, the WW used straight HTML hypertext markup language, and it was good. A little pain, an absolute pain, and completely uncomforted, but it is good. So, in the beginning of the HTML, in the HTML foundation or HTML, we may use HTML tags only used. So, later there are many other tools and techniques and other utilities are also available. We may and you could not just post the web page. You had to use FTP, file transfer protocol, to get it in place, and you had to type all the code into a text editor, then load into the browser to view the results, then change the code, then reload, and plus all the browsers did stuff differently. So, in the beginning, while developing and designing the web pages, generally we use FTP or file transfer protocols, or by using FTPs we will simply open remote site and open the source files and open the notepad, simple notepad, and you can edit that file, and you can modify, apply some changes, add some code, remove some code, like that. Again save the file and reload the file, like that. So, that is the procedure. While designing websites and web pages. And generally browsers are also another issue. Means all browsers not supports, generally all browsers not fully supported all type of HTML pages and other pages. So browsers are another issues. Means generally, for example, like Windows, in Windows operating system only, some browsers may support, or they can work fully in Windows operating system only. Like example, my Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, like that. But for example, another type of browsers are also available, like Mozilla Firefox. These browsers may support can run. These browsers can run on different platforms. Means generally we may select or we may choose the browser like that. It should be work on all environment. Means it should be work on all operating systems. It should be work on all hardware configurations or hardware systems, and it should work on any type of environment configurations, like that. Like that only we may design and develop web pages and browsers and others. So next is we got new features like tables, frames, image maps, CGI scripting. So later in the later stages, many additional features and many additional features are also included one by one, like tables, introduction of tables. Nowadays we use all the browsers or all the web pages uses table concept, frames concepts, image maps, and like that. And these gave users a way to control formatting, make navigation easier, and provide some interactive like forms. So the main purpose or the main working of or main application of this web designing is easy navigation. Easy navigation is another important point. Means we can easily navigate or move from one page to another page, so that we can go to any required page without any confusion or without any delay, like that. So in the later stages, or in the nowadays we use WYSIWG, means what we see, we like format, that is called as what we see format. So, and today we have many latest technologies. We use many latest advanced technologies like Java, JavaScript, XML, HTML, CSS, Flash, Swish, pop-up ads, P2P downloads. So these are the latest advanced concepts which are nowadays we are using in any web pages or HTML pages. So what are the basic terminology? What are the basic terminology used while designing and developing web pages? First one is single HTML or HTML file. So single HTML means only one HTML page. What to do when we use or when our website have only one page, and all information related to a single theme, usually small in physical file size, requires planning for layout. So there are three types of here. There are two types of HTML pages or websites. If a website have only one site or one page or only a single page, that is not a big issue for designing and developing. Means only single HTML page we can easily edit or modify the contents. The designing is also simple. Designing means giving some colors, foreground, background colors, and using some fonts, like that. All these are very easy while using single HTML pages. And the size of the file is also very less. Why? Because you are using only one page only, and there is no required planning, also not required too much planning or similarly, while using websites with number of HTML pages, or while using websites with or web applications with many number of pages, there are some parameters to be considered. So generally websites, all HTML websites contains multiples of pages, means consists of multiples of pages, means more number of pages are used, means more number of pages are generally used, and integrates several different themes. So in multiple websites and in any general website, there are different themes are used. What is a theme? Theme is nothing but some design, pre-designed or pre-defined design. So theme means what is a theme? Generally, a theme contains it is some template having different fonts and having different colors, having different foreground and background colors, having different fonts, images, pictures, layouts, tables. So that type of design is called as themes. So in generally while using and developing websites, we may use different themes, many number of themes containing many number of scripts and many number of themes or fonts like that, and can be immense and requires more careful planning for design and navigation. So while designing and developing websites with multiple number of web pages, we should take care about the designing the website, and we also take care about the development navigation. Mainly we should concentrate on navigation. What is navigation? Navigation means moving from one page to another page easily. What is navigation? Navigation means moving from one web page to another web page in a website easily. Means we can go forward and come backward from one page to another page easily by using easy navigation techniques like forward and backward techniques like that. So naming, how to use naming, or how to give a name, website name or a web page name, that is URLs. Generally URL only identifies the any website or any web page like that. So that naming means giving a name, giving a suitable name to any web page is called as a naming. So naming is another important concept while using or designing and developing websites. So you should give an appropriate name to each and every page. Means every page should be easily identified. Every page should be easily identified by the end users or developers or others by using its name only. So URL means, what is URL? Uniform Resource Locator. Contains generally three parts. First one is protocols. What are protocols? Means like HTTP, FTP, like that. Second one is server name or domain name. Second one is server name or domain name or website name. Third one is file name including path. So every URL contains three main part. The first part is called as protocol. Protocol means there are many number of protocols are used like HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, like that. Second part in the URL is FTP. It is a server name or a domain name. Second part of the URL is the server name or the domain name. Means the name of the server or the name of the PCR system or the server name. And third part contains the file name including full path. So generally the third part of the URL is the file name, which type the file name used or the file name given to the file. So for example, this is the simple example. The first part is protocol, second one is server name, third part is full path or path of the file. So what are the basic terms or what are the basic terminology used in while designing and developing websites? So principles of graphic designs. So there are some rules and regulations while designing or using graphics in websites. Second one is navigation concepts and navigation techniques. Navigation techniques and navigation concepts is another important concept. Third one is organization of text on the web. Means text organization means which type of fonts are used, what are the means similar type of fonts are used, and similar type of design or layout or scriptings or similar type of cascading style sheet should be used in entire website. And fourth one is links from one page to another page. Links means HTML links or web page links or some web links. So links is link management or links is another important concept. Generally in websites we may use the links only to navigate from one page to another page easily. Why? Because generally we can't or we won't directly go to the particular page. We may use links only by using their names and file names. Only we may generally navigate from one page to another page. Content and information. Content and information is another important point. What is content? Content means the information. What is content? Website content means the information, the data or information provided on the website, or the data or information displayed on the website is called as content and information. Means we should select, or the user, the designer or the developer should select the appropriate and relevant content only. Means the data or information, images, all are appropriate to the website and web pages. Means then only we can easily identify, and it is the page is easily identified by the on the website internet, and users can easily identify it, they can easily navigate, and they can easily found like that. Next is editing and maintaining. So another important concept is editing and maintenance. Means updation of the site or editing of the site or page. That is also maintenance of the site. That is also one of the important concept. And site design plans. So graphical presentations. All these are the different terminologies and concepts of while designing and using websites. So what are the principles? What are the principles to be followed while designing a website? What are the principles to be followed while designing graphics? Graphics, what are graphics? Graphics are nothing but some images, pictures, like files, the computer files which are stored in different formats like JPG, JPEG, BMP, TIFF, like that. So what are the different formulas, or what are the different rules and regulations to be followed while designing graphics? So first one is keep the file size for the graphics small on the main page. Use thumbnails with links to larger pictures. Includes file size information with links. So generally, when you observe any website, while opening any website on an internet, the file size, the size of the file, the size of the image is generally less or small, so that the page is generally it requires a small number of time, and the loading time is very fast. So that but if you give the file size, or if you select any image or a picture with a larger file size, generally it takes a lot of time, and it takes a large amount of time, and it takes some delay while loading the web page. Use colors from the standard color palette to reduce the file sizes and increases flexibility. So generally while selecting font colors, and while giving themes, color, foreground and background colors, you may select or follow the default color patterns only. Next one is keep backgrounds simple and not busy. So while designing any website, and another important rule to be followed is while designing website and web pages, we should take appropriate colors and matching colors, so that the page will be loaded faster, and appropriate font sizes, and backgrounds, images, and so that means the image should be loaded, the background image should be loaded very quickly, so that the page will be loaded very quickly on the browser. Keep the viewable size of the page in mind, so you can avoid scrolling as much as possible. So the page design, another important factor is page design, so that you can design a page or select a page so that it can easily loaded while loading the page itself. Next is site navigation principles. So what are the principles to be followed? What are the principles to be followed while navigating, while designing the site? Means while navigating site means what are the tips or what are the methods to be followed while navigation of the page from one page to another page. Use a simple, consistent navigation interface. Means generally in any websites we can take care to navigate from one page to another place or one place to another place in of a website easily. Means we can move from one page to another page easily without any confusion or without any cumbersome. So in that way only we can choose the navigation plans and organize the pages so that there is less need for many confusion navigation buttons. So while preparing or while designing the navigation, you should follow or take some simple navigation buttons or lightweight navigation buttons, so that the page should be easily go forward and backward or navigate from one page to another page easily. Remember, it's the World Wide Web, not the World Wide Bowl of. Next, carefully plan the site organization. First, site design should be based on function and content. So while designing the site only or planning the site only, all the precautions should be taken in the design part, planning part and function part of the content. So why? Because we should design the site in such a way that we may concentrate on only the content, or we may concentrate on only the content of the website, not the colors or not the images or pictures like that. Means the site or page should reflect or should view in such a way that it will give full content. It will give full content of a web page. Next is what are different text organization principles? So what are the different rules and regulations? What are the different rules and regulations to be followed while using text in the websites? So do not rely on spacing, tabs or on line breaks. So at most while designing the site only, you may choose the content in such a way that you may choose the text in such a way that you can ignore the spacing. Means spacing between the words or spacing between the lines. And tabs means generally it contains 8 spaces, and line breaks, page breaks, like that. So you can avoid as many the page should be designed in such a way that you can avoid all these things. Use tables with border is equals to 0 to space the information on the page. Generally tables are used to display or show some information in a tabular format. So while designing a page or while designing a HTML page or while designing any data entry screens only, generally tables are used for 2 purposes. First one is for designing data entry screens, and second one is for designing some reports or displaying some reports or outputs on the screen. So mainly tables are used for 2 purposes. First one is for data entry screens or data entry. Second one is for displaying some report, to display some report or output in a tabular manner. So generally use tables as much as possible with border 0, means without any border. Means all the tables in a HTML page or all the tables in a website should be displayed with 0 border, means without any border. So next point is use horizontal lines to separate content, not for visual organization. Generally HR, as we know that HR tag, HR means horizontal rule. Horizontal rule means simply to display some line or to simply display some underline. Generally horizontal lines are used to separate various portions or various sections of a page. Means horizontal rules are generally used to separate headings or separate some content, main content from the page, or separate headings from the page, or to separate from headers and footers from the page like that. So use horizontal spaces or horizontal rules or rule lines as much as possible to display various sections of the page. Next one is maintain a good consistent visual hierarchy. Means generally while designing and developing pages, the developer or designer should have to follow whenever to display some information on the, it should follow some hierarchy. Hierarchy means some order, some order. Hierarchy means generally some order, means the data or information is displayed while should be displayed in or should be followed in some hierarchy. Means top lines or top level hierarchies or top level data or information should be displayed on the top of a page, whereas least priority lines or least priority information should be displayed at the bottom of the page. Next, use headings. Use headings H1 through H6 rather than fonts and font sizes to organize information. So whenever possible use headings. So we know that heading section of HTML page generally have 6 types of headings. Header section of HTML page have 6 types of headings like H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. So heading section or header section of any HTML page, any HTML page contains 6 types of headings H1 to H6. H1 is the largest or largest or big size heading, and H6 is the least or small size headings. So whenever possible use headings H1 to H6 tags only instead of using fonts and font sizes, so that the pages, all the pages should look uniformly, and all the pages should be look and user attractive forms, user attractive pages are easily maintained. Next is lists are good for organization. So generally there are, as we know that there are different types of lists are used. There are different types of lists. What are lists? Generally to display or show the data or information on a HTML page, we may simply display the data or information in a listed manner. So lists, what is a list? Lists are generally used to display some important points only, on a web page. So what are lists? Lists are generally used to display some important points on a website or a web page. Generally, so we know that page HTML lists are basically 2 types. First one is ordered list and second one is unordered list. First one is ordered list and second one is unordered list. All these things we already discussed. So ordered lists are the lists with some predefined order, or ordered list follows some order, like generally these ordered lists are displayed with some examples for ordered lists are some numbers, alphabets like ABCDs, numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Unordered list means if the lists or the contents of the lists are not followed any order, we may use unordered lists. Generally unordered lists have different symbols like circles, squares, filled in circle, and filled in arrow keys, and bullet keys, bullet type of keys, all these things. So whenever possible use HTML list for displaying the data or information. Next, links. So what are the different rules or how to use links in HTML page, and what are the different types of rules and regulations while using links in HTML page. So provide the user with information about the link, means title of site, file size and format, etc., rather than just a so the links, the HTML link. What is a link? Link is nothing but it is to move from one page to another page, easily. Generally HTML links or HTML pages are used to move from or navigate from one page to another page easily. So that HTML links are generally should be created. HTML links should be created in such a way that the links give the data the information used in the links have a proper information, means correct information, and title of the site, means we can easily identify the page, a title of the page, title of the size, file size, format, etc. Next, don't change the link colors. The followed link colors are the basic text colors. If possible, people have learned to interpret the standard colors. So follow the standard or follow the default link colors only. By default, all HTML links are displayed with blue colors. By default, all HTML pages have HTML links in blue colors. So blue color means it indicates it is a link or a web link or HTML page. So don't change the don't change the color of a link, but use default colors, that is blue color. And if possible, people have learned to interpret the standard colors, means follow the same default colors, means visit all the HTML links have some unique color, all the visited links have another color, like that. Next, use a simple consistent navigation throughout the site, means care should be taken in such a way that the navigation should be simple. The navigation should be simple and easily understandable to the users, means the end user or the user can easily navigate or move from one page to another page easily by using HTML pages. So the navigation should be easy, and the navigation should be consistent, it means unique navigation methods, like same buttons are used, same buttons can be used, or same buttons can be used from to navigate to and fro from the site, like that. Next is information, that is content. So which type of information is taken, and what are the different rules and regulations to be followed while taking information or content on a web page or a website. So include other information and contact information to the other and site manager. So while designing the pages and sites only, we should include all the information regarding regarding the authors and site managers, means author of the page and site managers, like that, so that with contact information, so that the end users or the viewers can directly contact them by various ways, by phone or by using some emails, like that. Next, focus the content of each page. So focus the content of the each page, means each page have variety of content, should have different content to be displayed, means every page have different types of contents to be used, so that the user can easily focus on the site, or the focus of the user can be on website only. Next is provide a list of links to other websites that support or fill out your material. So provide a list of links to other websites. So whenever you design a page or a website or a web page, you should give some references. You should give some references, or you should give some links to other websites, so that the end user can easily find out, or the end user can easily find other information easily, and other content and other information searching is also easy to him. Next is vertical stratification of information is important to maintain consistency. Be concise and factual, means the content should be concise, means content should be relevant to the page. The content or the information or data should be relevant to the page, Factual means it should reflect having only facts or telling only facts about the informational content, so that the user can easily understandable and easily found information from the sites. Next, editing and maintaining of the sites and pages. Another another important concept is editing editing and maintaining of the site and pages. So by all means spell check. So use spell checks whenever possible. Use spell checkers to avoid any typing or textographic errors. Frequently check active versus dead links. So while posting or while publishing, before publishing the website or web page onto the internet, we should check active which links are active and which links are dead or inactive links. Means you have to check all the links, means whether the link is working or not, means it is working or not, or it is active or not. Means inactive means if inactive or dead links are used, the page will be goes to somewhere else, so that the user will next show on the page the data of the last modification of the site or page. Similarly, all the pages of any website or any site should give the last modification, date, so that user can easily identify when which page is updated and which information is updated and which page is latest modified, like that. And next is, if you have to take the site down temporarily, provide an under construction page for it. Similarly, if the site is going for any maintenance, or if the site is under construction, we should display some under construction page, so that the user can easily understand the working of a site. Plan a naming conversion for files first, so that updating and maintaining is less of so these are the two types of site design templates. So these are the basic sites designing principles. So first thing is basic grid format. In the grid format, we A1, B1, C1, D1, A2, B2, C2. The navigation is like that. And second type of navigation or site is hierarchical format. Hierarchical format, generally in hierarchical format. So there are two types of site design templates or site design principles are used. In the first basic grid format. In the basic grid format, we may follow A1, B1, C1, D1, A2, D2, B2, C2, D2, like that. And in the second format, hierarchical format, we may use hierarchical format. What is hierarchical format? In hierarchical format, we may follow some hierarchy or some order, predefined order. Means in the main page, the first page should be called as main page, or the first page should be selected as some index page, or the first page should be called as some main page or menu page, login page, like that. After visiting the main page or home page, the main site or other pages will be opened. Other pages will be automatically opened, or other pages will be navigated. So these are the two types of designs, site designs: basic grid format and hierarchical format design. So there are many other types of formats. There are many other types of site templates are available. Some are sequential, some are web layouts. Generally in sequential, the pages are navigated, or pages are opened one after another. Means after visiting the first page, automatically it goes to second page. After completion of second page, it goes to third page, like that. Means it follows some sequence in sequential manner. And web layout means, in web layout there is no predefined sequence, or there is no predefined manner predefined navigation is used. We can move from one page to another page directly without visiting all the remaining pages or without visiting the intermediate pages, so that we can easily navigate from, or so that we can easily go